love me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're on the 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're 180, 390. Get that ball, King. Let's get that ball.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tackle made by Christian.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taylor.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. I'm going to go load it.
Throwing again. Rivers. And it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. to the air again here. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a...
Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. J.J. Nelson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Packers.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
A 3-yard
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Kari Willis on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard. Line.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton.
He's going to make
20,
everything happen.
10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain.
And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to... And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 21, Packers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. Spins past him. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The kick is
point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Packers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Spinning away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Packer first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now he steps away. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting.
It's caught inside the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Rivers on first down. They'll drop this down to Taylor. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 24 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can reek through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Number 28.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
22.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
55.
From the gun, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 89.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Taylor fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game, right?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8.
Rodgers pass.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers get a score closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing here, Rivers. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.